goods from the woods.
Hot damn!
The reason I bring all this up is I wanted to build to a crescendo with the Bluegrass in the biggest way possible, which is with a little record that came out in 2006 called Strummin' with the Devil, the southern side of Van Halen, which I know we've touched on briefly on the show before, but I really wanted to just go in depth with this and just really hear it out, because the thing with this album was they've been doing, obviously I read you the giant list, they've been doing this Pickin' On series for fucking ever, and so then it just comes around, as you might imagine, naturally in the course of time, they're like, hey, Van Halen, they had a lot of big hits, why don't we do a Pickin' On series on Van Halen? So they call Van Halen to be like, hey, can we do a covers record? And David Lee Roth says, only if I get to sing on it. And this was...
He's like an EMT during this.
What?
Yeah, he was...
Is David Lee Roth not doing well?
When this was happening, he like quit music and became an EMT when this happened. I remember watching like late night TV when this came on, and it was the most insane batshit video I'd ever seen, because he doesn't stop smiling the entire time.
David Lee Roth is that David Lee Roth at a certain point after like he had his solo albums.
Yeah.
He was just like, I have all this money. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
So basically
he's
he was
fun broke.
Yeah, so he's so he has like all of his money and all of his royalties from Van Halen. He's like, I don't have to do a damn thing anymore.
I think that's when he like learned Japanese.
He learned Japanese. He started like he climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
He did all this sort of stuff where he was just like he almost like replaced Howard Stern on
that's right. Yeah.
Thought about doing drive time rate. Like he just became a Renaissance man. He became America's preeminent man of leisure. Yeah. And DLR decided to, he's just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know?
I didn't know I could respect David Lee Roth more.
Oh yeah, no, I love David Lee Roth. No shame at all there. And it's funny because you look at the couch on this clip. So I've pulled up this clip and we'll put it on our Twitter. You can find us at The Goods Pod. This is from The Tonight Show with Jay Leno from 2006. And on the couch
tremendous.
is Larry the Cable Guy, Bill Engvall, Jeff Foxworthy, and the late Tim Russert.
Yeah,
are all chilling on the couch. I assume 2006, probably talking about the Dubai Ports deal.
Yeah. All symbols of a simpler time.
It really was a much simpler time.
It really is just like fascinating to like look at the Tonight Show, and it's just 5 conservative white men.
Right. Yep. Just talking about stuff. And then you
aren't wives bad?
But then you add this guy to the mix, and so we'll take a listen because this is fucking insane.
This was on rotation in my iPod for like a year after this because it was so crazy to me.
606, appropriately titled, Strumming with the Devil, the Southern Side of Van Halen. Please welcome David Lee Roth.
Jay Leno has got like laughing at
the
him.
band didn't get credited?
Yeah, that's the best part of this.
Yeah.
He won't stop smiling. It's really weird.
Is that what you call a smile? He looks like a dog.
He's auditioning for the Joker. This is how he wants to get the role of the Joker in the Batman movie.
Well, the man never frowns. He always smiles.
This sounds great. Sounds like Simon and Garfunkel.
Listen, he just sings it the way he normally sings.
I mean, it's a fun jam.
This sounds like Simon and Garfunkel.
It's weird because
he's having the...
He looks like Bloom Boy's dad.
You guys, if you have access to a screen and eyes, go and watch this. Is...
It's bizarre.
If you're ever like, oh no, what's life gonna be like when I'm 55? If you bust your ass, you one day could be as happy as David Lee fucking Roth.
Singing in a band that he's taken credit for.
So is this the Pickin' On crew?
It's the Pickin' On crew, but like I said, David Lee Roth was like, you can make the record, but I have to sing on all the songs. So they don't do any like.
I don't think he sings on all the songs.
No, he doesn't.
I think it's just this one. Specifically,
it's this one, and I think he does Janie's Crying and like one other one. I looked it up on the thing today. He does this, Janie's Crying, and maybe one other one.
I mean, he looks.
That'd be awesome if he was like, I want to do all the Hagar songs I'm singing.
And I want the Gary Sharon ones too. I mean, he looks great. He has his plastic surgery is the opposite of Axl Rose's plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Indeed, he looks like some sort of Pomeranian. and Axl Rose looks like a catfish.
Oh, man. He's got.
Oh man, how fucking crazy would that be if you're noodling, you have your hand in the bank and you feel the catfish, you pull it out and it's just Axl.
Is there a Guns N' Roses picking on?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
My favorite David Lee Roth thing ever is the the version of Yankee Rose that's all in Spanish.
What?
That's amazing. Yeah, because he's fluent in Spanish too.
Oh my god.
Because he's a Renaissance
I was
man.
gonna say, dude, yeah, if you just have enough money to where you don't have to do anything.
Why isn't he the Dos Equis man?
That's a fair point. He should.
I mean, he had all of his money, and he was just like, "What am I into today?" And then he just like finds something, and he'll do it because he has all that royalty check coming in.
Well, because a lot of times when someone has too much money, you get the Howard Hughes syndrome where they find their thing that's weird and then they just double down on it. This guy, instead of turning inward, turned outward and pursued his interest all the way until he's nearly a perfect being.
Exactly. I mean, David Lee Roth is aspiring to be
reach full enlightenment.
He's aspiring to be the Nishian Ubermensch. Like he is trying to be.
Oh yeah,
the man.
Next up, Fortnite tournaments.
Yeah. Oh god.